Lucy Wood Baird. I was trained in photography and I started making this work a few years ago. I was in graduate school and was looking at a lot of images, and I was thinking about how we don't actually think about images as objects. We don't really think of them as sort of flat conduits of information, and I was really fascinated by that. And images are objects. They have a depth and a sort of presence in the world. And so I started making work that kind of explored image as object. At the same time, I was really interested in the light space movement out of California in the 70s. That was kind of thinking about basically what light could do with art. And these artists really famously hated having their work photographed because they thought it was reductionist. And I thought that was such an interesting dynamic. So a lot of these works are sort of meant to have this trompe l'oeil quality where they kind of play with what you understand to be image and what you understand to be object and how those things relate. So a lot of them, the images that are integrated with the objects are actually photographs of the objects. So I like to say they travel with their own history because it's the image and then it's the documentation of the image. Then often I'll document that again and integrate that back into the piece. I often say my work is about misunderstandings because I think photographs are often thought to be truthful, as they're used as evidence in court cases, that they're really sort of thought to be fact, but really they're a perspective. They're a fixed perspective of one period of time, and they're taken by people usually. So there's a person deciding how to take that photograph and how to frame it. So they're really one perspective. So you're not seeing the whole picture. And a lot of what my work sort of explores is this idea of trying to show multiple perspectives at the same time. So it's that idea of creating things that are complex and confusing, but actually just documenting themselves. And so it's this play of trying to sort of show all the perspectives at once and sort of complicate this idea of what we understand to be the thing in its document.